on the Chicago Bears.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On first down, Perkins. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Perkins. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Perkins, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Perkins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Back to throw. Perkins. Now he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
To throw on second down, Perkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Operating from the gun, Perkins buying time to his left. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They're going to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, picked up. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Second and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 55 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10
from the gun. Rhodes. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. They'll find Lindsey here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The kicker on for.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10. Vikings 7.
To throw on third down, Perkins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the gun. Rhodes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down. Perkins setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Perkins. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun. Rhodes firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
47-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll try the left side. Sheffield, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
He was
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Rhodes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Perkins. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Quarterback sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
From the gun, Perkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
first and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the one, you're thinking running play.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Rhodes pass.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down, Rhodes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. This one through the uprights and good. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Perkins. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Perkins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Now a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 40.
On first and 10, Rhodes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Will Fuller, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Perkins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been solid. His team, on the other hand, trailing right now on the scoreboard, but as we get a look at the highlights, he's been good.
He's been very good and continues to be so. And you see great evidence of that as we watch the highlight reel. He's trying to figure out what more it's going to take to rally his team to try and get them back in a position to win it.
We'll find out if he can do just that as we continue. They'll run on first down. Sheffield. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback takes
Fortunate to get that football back. As trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to...
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Bailey lining up for the point after.
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Rhodes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. Screenplay. Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
To throw on second down. Perkins firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to Cole Kmet. It's a gain of 13, but it brings up third.
From the gun on third down. Perkins got his man complete over the middle. That's Walton.
Complete to
second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Bears.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and
again it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On third down, Perkins. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over
On first down, Sheffield. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
on the carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rhodes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes left side, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The previous play is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, Rhodes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The yard on the play. Brings up
operating from the gun. Rhodes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
down and the 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Perkins over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Sheffield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun. Rhodes. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he It's into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Rhodes. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Sheffield. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Back to throw. Rhodes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Johnson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down now, Sheffield. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Rhodes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rhodes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rhodes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. 31. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
29-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Perkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the delay, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Perkins. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
At his 48-yard line.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. brings up 3rd and
4. Looking to throw. Rhodes able to find Harris, complete. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Below Nichols in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Rhodes is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Perkins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jeffrey wheels it in over the middle. He'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they have had, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 33 yards that time. From the gun, Perkins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Jones. Down right around the 25. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dan Bailey on.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. He's made one, and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
31.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bears...